Hi, this is Deborah Thorne, the Information Diva, and I'm bringing you the Diva's Gems personally this time. We're living, as you know, in some very different times, and so we're going to need to do things differently. The first thing I want to do is to check in with each and every one of you. Thank you for being a follower of mine and opening my emails week after week. All that said, how are you today? Are you doing okay? If things are tough for you, and they may be because they are for many of us, reach out to someone. Okay, let someone know that you need a little help. That's not a sign of weakness, that's a sign of strength. I hope that you feel that you can reach out to me either via email, or if you look below, there's a link inviting you to have coffee with me. Okay, I want to be there, I want to be of service as always. So the next thing I want to do is remind you, be careful, your character is showing. In times of distress, we see both the best and the worst of people. We hear stories about people helping strangers and going out of their way to be sure that we seniors, I'm now part of them, have food and they have the things that they need. And yet we also see people taking advantage of people, posting false narratives on social media, looking for a way to scam someone. Again, we're seeing the best and the worst of people. Your character is showing. I see opportunities. Some years back, I worked with a client one day, and we were hosting a meeting for her staff, and she was saying to them, her team, I look around and I see opportunities everywhere. And I remember kind of chuckling and going, okay, that's great. And she really meant it, but I didn't understand. But I can honestly tell you, in this time where things are so very different and where I believe they will never go back to the way they were, I see opportunities. There are opportunities everywhere. We just have to look at things a little bit differently. We talked last week about being able to pivot and run. Well, now is the time. If you're not really sure what that means or what that looks like for you, take a few moments to brainstorm. Even hit me up for coffee and let's talk about it a little bit. Particularly if you're an entrepreneur, now is your time. If you're an author or would-be author, now is your time. Speakers, even now is your time. You get to control the platforms. So let's take a look at things a little bit differently. We're going to be hunkered down for at least 30 more days. And so, how are we going to do things differently? I want to leave you with a couple of call to actions. One is, I talked about pivoting. What can you do in the next 24 to 48 hours to generate another stream of income? Think about it. What is it that you already do? What is it that you know? How can you develop a stream of income in the next 24 to 48 hours? That is your challenge. And then the second thing is, I really do invite you to have coffee. That's virtual coffee with me. And if you're interested, click on the link below and set up a day and time for us to like chit chat and catch up. I want us all to be well during this season. A little different, not what we planned. Those of you who share my belief, God knew before the beginning of time that this day was going to happen just like this. And He said, okay, my kids can handle it. So, with that, I am the Information Diva. It is always my pleasure to serve. And I look forward to talking to you another time. Who knows? I may get to do the gyms via video for a while. Talk to you soon.